I am live! Wow! Hello, Vikings and fellow riders. Warm welcome to the Wednesday evening horse talk. And the topic for this evening is how free is liberty? Because after now about 4 years of teaching horse owners and horse trainers how to do connection and choice based liberty, I have found out that we can do liberty with tack just as we can do more control based horse training at liberty and without tack. So, if we choose the later, which is to be able to control our horses, although they are at liberty, that is going to require some major riding and horse training skills and very, very accurate signals and a whole lot of work on teaching the horse riding signals so that you can ride and train the horse without reins and without the lead rope. But if we use connection and choices, which I am teaching and which is how I prefer to do it, we can actually do liberty through the connection we have with the horse, because by offering our presence and being the one taking the guard, we have something we can offer the horse as a reward, and it also gives the horse a reason to be with us. And through giving choices, we can make our ID the horse's ID, so that we don't need to rely on small signals from our seat and from our legs and the neck rope to control the horse. We can simply make our ID the horse's ID, and enjoy the ride by the horse allowing us to ride with them, versus us training the horse so well that it's possible to ride and train it at liberty. Does anybody of you out there understand what I'm talking about? And if you have tried one of our exercises that are either connection based or choice based, you might have figured that once we connect with our horses and are the ones taking the guard, which makes them feel safe since they are, after all, herd animals and flight animals that rely on others to help them take the guard for them to feel safe, you have found that your horse followed you at liberty without using pressure and without using treats, because we become our horse's trusted leader and friend. And if you have tried some of the choices that I've been teaching, you may also have found that your horse can now cruise around the riding arena without needing to be steered, because your horse isn't attracted by the gate or by the stable anymore, and your horse isn't afraid of the scary corners either. So the horse kind of just wants to be where they are and not everywhere else. And that's when we can ride without using our riding signals for control, which makes it very, very easy to ride at liberty, because the only signals you use is to actually ask the horse to do something. You don't need to use your riding signals for controlling the horse, which is very, very difficult to do at liberty because we don't have any reins, right? So please let me know in the comments below if you have tried any of this and if this makes sense. And you might also have found that you don't need to be relying on any treats either. And my specialty, I am a horse trainer from Norway, and my name is Katrine Fodstad. And my specialty is to teach horse owners and horse trainers how to become the treat when training their horse. So we don't need to, rely on treats when we train them. And I know many of you might think that positive reinforcement is God's gift to horse owners and horse trainers because it's very kind, right? But when it comes to positive reinforcement, positives means adding something, to give a reward and to reinforce the horse. But if we use positive reinforcement, there might actually be a quite big chance that we use negative punishment. And negative punishment is to take something away to punish. So treats are very, very motivating, and I'm not against them. But I don't think we should rely on them for training our horses because of this element of negative punishment, which is basically like if I would use it for my kids, I would say, if you don't clean your room, you will not get this lollipop. And if you clean this room, you will get this lollipop. So it's two sides of the same coin, so to speak. And if you want to learn more about this and how you can become the treat when training your horse and ride at liberty without doing a lot of obedience training and control your horse, but by giving choices and connecting with your horse, then make sure to join our free live webinar, which is on next Wednesday. And you can secure your seat on ridelikeaviking.no/liberty, and I am going to show you these techniques so that you can get started with your horse. And you can use it with tack or without. It doesn't really matter if you want to do liberty with tack or without. It's the same principles, and you can just as well do them by riding on a loose rein as you can when riding without reins. So it's not so much about with or without tack, but once we are able to make our ID the horse's ID, it becomes so much easier to ride them because we don't need to rely on our aids for controlling the horse, but we can just use them to give signals, which makes horses much more sensitive to our riding signals because we're not wearing them out. So there are very, very many benefits with this way of training horses, and it's not so commonly known because it's like we have to choose between negative reinforcement and pressure or positive reinforcement and treats. But in this program, we use positive reinforcement in a way by becoming the treat, but not by giving the horse treat, but by being the one taking the guard. Yeah, this might sound difficult to do and very complicated, but I will explain everything and with practical exercises you can do to get started on the free webinar. So I will also post the link to where you can secure your seat in the comments below, and I really, really hope to see you there. Okay, bye for now.